Hey guys, Lucy here this week with a video essay on class representation in Jordan Peele's 2019 film Us. Let's get into it.
Stopping Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Ophelia, call the police.
Sure, playing Fuck the Police by NWA.
Us is a horror thriller hybrid of a genre, which I understand is quite a mouthful. It follows the Wilson family on holiday while there's a takeover by the Tethered, a group of people who all represent a darker side of society and are doppelgangers to all the characters in the film. The area of representation shown in the film can be disputed, but I argue that it shows the effects of living in different circumstances under a capitalist government which has created deep class divisions and has ruined the lives of those who are otherwise equal to the main characters. The amusement park we see throughout the film is somewhat of an allegory for capitalism in the United States. As a young girl, Adelaide goes to the fair, in which she meets a mirrored version of herself in the shadows. Off the bat, we can tell that this girl has not had as many advantages in life as Adelaide due to her dishevelled and disgruntled appearance. She starts to strangle Adelaide, and as we soon find out in the film, replaces her life in the tunnels with Adelaide's life. This in itself sends a message arguing there is no innocence in capitalism, and you have to abuse the system and oppress others to get ahead in life. During the scene in the Hall of Mirrors, we see various two-shots and shot reverse shots. These are used to show that there are no differences between the two Adelaides and send the message that we are all just like each other, regardless of our wealth or class. By also showing the tethered Adelaide emerge from the shadows, it symbolises her leaving the underground darkness in which she has had to suffer. Another capitalist message coming from the fairground, the entrance to the tunnels of the tethered, is that the higher classes enjoyed the privileges of the fair while frivolously spending their money, and is a distraction from the truth of the lower classes being exploited for their benefit. The fair is also used as an entrance to the tunnels to show the exploitation of the lower classes and how it is under everyone's noses, but they are too blinded by their own sense of self to acknowledge or realise that they are using the poorer classes to their advantage. This then gets the audience to look outside themselves and ask if they are doing their same thing, as well as ask themselves if they are enabling the capitalist inequality that the lower classes face every day by simply ignoring it. Adelaide accepts her new life underground and looks to seek revenge and gain justice for the lower classes, who all wear matching red jumpsuits. The red costume design is reminiscent of communist revolutions seen throughout history and shows everyone to be equal to one another. This is essentially a social revolution to challenge the status quo and understand that the lower classes are human beings like the middle and upper classes, but are dehumanized due to their financial placing in society. The red jumpsuits that the tethered wore were also more simply red to communicate the anger that they had felt due to their suffering and sheer ignorance of the upper classes. Peele, in my opinion, uses the same actors for the tethered, so that it's clear that these reds are the exact same as the normal characters and not just a counterpart. This drives in the message that we are all the same, and it is inhumane for us to benefit off the hardships that our equals have to face for no gain. For a more deeper meaning of the jumpsuits, we look to the final scene of the film. When the tethered held hands across the hills, we see a bird's eye shot of a red line. A red line in government and politics means that it is a point in which a personal group is not prepared to negotiate. Given the anger of the oppressed group, this communicates to the audience that by the end of the film, the tethered have reached their limit, will not negotiate anymore, and will instead break free of the shackles placed on them. This subtly hints at what the tethered will do next, which is to continue their actions we've seen throughout the film, which is to kill and take the place of the people that are oppressing them. From this, I'd have to argue that the film's message being explored is that all humans are the same, but suffer due to circumstances within government and capitalist exploitation. From Adelaide killing the original Adelaide, we can see that she recognises she must engage in the violent oppression of the tethered and abuse the system by taking the life away from the original Adelaide to maintain her lifestyle. This shows that no one is innocent in capitalism, and everyone is doing what they need to in a world of capitalist governments. The marginalisation of Adelaide by her tethered self shows firsthand how higher classes benefit off the tethered's labour. Through everyone killing them, we can see that even those who we deem to be normal households fuel and enable corruption for selfish desires, even though the tethered are the actual victims, but are shown to be the antagonists, which makes us resonate with the main characters. So that's it for the video. Thank you for coming to our first video essay, and we hope from this essay you have learnt how certain genres are used to the advantage of spreading a message, and that not all genres need to convey one type of message. In the coming weeks, we have more interesting videos coming out with guests where we discuss politics within cinema, such as sexism and racism. If you had any questions about the video today, you can DM us on our Instagram page at the Film Council. We hope you gained something from the video. Until next time, stay safe and remember to sanitize your hands.